Hello guys, Joma here, or Joe, and today I have another sample survivor challenge for you. Normally, I'd start with my little intro, but because I have a little bit of a, I guess, education lesson prepared, we're going to dive straight into this challenge. So, the challenge is called Crapshoot, and it works by using command blocks, and this is the big, wow factor, because this is the first challenge I'm uploading where we use command blocks in a pretty serious fashion. So the two main commands we're using is one half is for blocks and the other half is for a crossbow. This is first command, and I will be in the description. It'll be in the description below. But as you can see, what this command basically does is that when it is activated, it replaces my first inventory slot with a crossbow. So even if I try to remove them and take them out, it's always going to be this first slot. So what this means is, yeah, that's what it means, pretty much. And so basically, you have a machine gun in Minecraft, which is pretty cool, pretty simple. But these arrows can take up a lot. So this command right here is just to quickly kill all the arrows, just so your server runs a little bit better when the challenge is done. Now, the next two commands are for the blocks. We have one command which is set block, and what this does is that it basically can take any block or any singular block and transform it into something. So if I take this and I shoot it, it turns it into an oak log. And the next thing is the fill command. So, what this command does is that it can take two coordinates and fill the inside of it, pretty much. So let's say I want to fill this square up. I would take the position of this red block and then the position of this red block to carry out the command. And we'll do that, but we're going to do that later. So, how do you know how to use the fill/set block command? Well, there are two ways to do it. You have to insert coordinates, and you can either insert coordinates like this, where if you press F3 and see the little numbers over here, we can fill it out this way and use the numbers. The issue with that is that if you want to take it over to a different world, those coordinates might be in a different spot. You have to put it exactly where the coordinates are. Otherwise, it's not going to work out well. And on top of that, you have to fill out new coordinates for every single station you do. So you could do this, and in theory, it works. Or you can use a little tilde here, or whatever it's called. And what this does is that it takes it in relationship to this command block. So as we see, we're not going anywhere in any direction. So when we press it, same result happens, but one is a lot easier. However, you gotta know sort of how to do it and where to judge it. When you press F3, in addition to seeing your coordinates, you get this little triangle. And this is basically telling you what axis is where. So for your Minecraft coordinates, you go Z, Y, X. The X coordinate is going to be our red line, or X axis. So when we're using this first coordinate spot, it's always this way, horizontal, if we will. Or I guess, maybe not horizontal, but this way. The next line is the green, and this is vertical, up and down. And that's what Y is for. Going up, going down. And then finally, our last one is blue, and this is the Z axis. So Z is always this way. So by using the F3 menu and having this pulled up, this is a great way to sort of see where you need to go to either have a block be a certain place or have a block change a certain coordinate. It'll make sense in a second. So, for example, if we want this block to place an oak plank right here, 2 blocks ahead, we would change the first one, as that's red, and we would change it by 2. When we press it, boom. Same thing here. We got 2, and it's going to change it on the y-axis. And then finally here, it's going to change it by the z-axis. Now notice how all those numbers were positive. You can go backwards, you can use negative numbers, and sometimes you're going to have to, depending on where the command block is. So, a great way to tell where is positive, where is negative, is that wherever the line extends from your F3 menu, that is the positive direction. So, we're going 3 blocks now, and since we're going positive, we're going to follow the direction of the line. Boom. And since we're going 3 blocks negative, or backwards, we are going the opposite way of where this line extends. And as you can see, it is the same for all 3 directions. So if you want to make this on your own and not sort of use what I'm using in this video, then this is a great way to sort of figure out what you need to do. So what can you do with this? Well, you can create a bunch of little mini obstacles for your castaways to compete in for this challenge. So for example, maybe I have to shoot this door open and walk through it. Or maybe I have to shoot a series of targets to reveal blocks, which will allow me to parkour and complete an obstacle. So before we dive into our challenge, let's quickly go and see if we can figure out how to do this. So we open up the F3 menu. Let's work on this coordinate first. So this coordinate is 1, 2, 3. So this first one can be 3. We're actually going down 1 on the Y level. So this time we will put -1. And finally, we are going back 1 on the Z axis. So this will be -1. And now we do our second coordinate, which is over there. We know it's -1 on the Y axis, so we can just change that first. On the X axis, or the red line, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this can be 6. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going backwards, so that is -5. And hopefully, when we press this button, there we go. It works. So with this, you can create a bunch of cool challenges. Here's a little crash course that I made that I'm quickly going to speed run, just to show you some ideas. So, for example, in this room, we have to shoot these blocks in order for them to disappear. And either I can do it one at a time, or I could run through it like this one, and knowing I have to shoot these targets. Oh, I missed it. And I can just go really fast like this. Finally, for this one, maybe I have to spawn in blocks. So, where's the red one? Oh, maybe it's not here. Oh, is there not a red one? Okay, maybe I broke one too many blocks for this. Luckily, don't do this at home, but I can get that block there. Gotta shoot the yellow one. Shoot the green one. Shoot the blue one. Shoot the purple one. And with that, that's just some of the few things you can do with this challenge. If you come up with more, feel free to share them. But right here, I've created sort of 3 little demo rooms with different obstacles. They all connect. So if you want to use these, there will actually be a link to my Discord server where I'll be posting a place where you guys can download the schematics. And basically, if you have Essentials or World Edit, you can just put the schematics inside your server, and that will allow you to load in and paste this challenge. But of course, you need to see how it's done. So let's cut to someone completing this course. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Survivors ready? Go! You're going to have no help. You're going to have to figure out how to do this.
I missed the granite one. Hold on, where's the granite? Oh, hold on. Ooh, where's the cobble one? Oh, the door opened.
Took me a second.
I'm no NKS, but I can press a few buttons.
Hey, Metal, if you can do this challenge, then anyone can do this challenge.
Exactly.
So you can alternate between wooden buttons or use target blocks like I like using. And
did it.
congratulations, Metal. You would have immunity, I guess, if this was a real challenge, but sadly, this is just a demo. But with that, hopefully you can see how quick and fun this challenge can be. And with that, I guess I will see you in the next episode. See you guys. I'm glad that happened.